My house big as hell.
You are now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. I am the host with the most big surf guide, and today, this is Hustle Rehab, episode 2, the CPN game, man. Shout out Keylay, shout out D Class, shout out JD. Everybody say what up to the people.
Man, how the people feeling? How the people feeling?
All right, Keylay, if you want to kick it off and let them know what it's about, man, and what we doing, go ahead and kick it off.
All right, we come back to this shit. All right, bet what up? We about to talk about that popular CPN word we all be hearing, you know, and we're gonna explain what a CPN and why it's fucked up. And I'm gonna say why it's fucked up. Like, I know a lot of people like to fuck with it, but I would advise you not to. So a CPN is the credit privacy number. That's the real name for it. So they really only give them to like like that's celebrities, motherfuckers, high class people who need other things to spend in their social. They're using the CPN. And what people did was they exploited the vulnerability of the credit bureaus. So what you do is you make set of numbers. You can use something that's close to your social security number, or you can use any, a set of numbers that match your birthday, and you can basically hack the credit bureaus or not hack them, but you can convince them to think that this number is your social security number, but it's actually not. So in order to do it, you'll make these numbers up, and you'll go apply for credit at some places, and it's going to deny you, but it's going to create you a credit profile. And once it creates this credit profile, now you can use your CPN to go get you a car, apartment, or whatever else you might want to use it for. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all ask some questions, and then I'm gonna tell y'all about some bad experiences that I had with CPN. So, anybody got any questions or want to know
Uh,
anything?
so, okay, so you say CPNs was basically for, let's say, the rich people for the most part.
Yeah. Rich people who social security number couldn't get compromised or did get compromised, so they got this CPN number issued by the government. So it's issued by the government. It's not something that you could just make up.
Okay.
What people are trying to sell you is something that they make up. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, it used to be undetectable. So now they got all type of software and all type of shit that it can detect if it's a CPN number or not.
Yeah. So what? Okay. So why can't just a regular average Joe have a CPN?
I
Like,
mean, because they already got a social. You already got a social that's issued to you. So really, you can't really get one unless you're a high profile person.
okay.
You
I,
know, I know back in the day it was a leak of social security numbers, and it was online. But they had, Bill Clinton on there, Hillary Clinton. They had Jay-Z on there. They had Kanye West on there. It was pretty big. So, people like that, they got CPNs issued by the government.
right. Because they're watching a different type of bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. Yeah.
When you got a CPN, can you attach it to like business bank accounts or just working just
I mean
credit?
that's the thing. Once you create this number, it's just some made up numbers. A lot of times you can use kids. What they people do is they use kids' social security numbers because it's not attached to nothing. So once you go ahead and You apply. It's like what a normal person would do if they wanted to open up credit. They'd use their real social. They'd go apply for stuff, and it'll fail. It'll decline. Because you don't have no credit. But at the same time, it'll open you up a credit profile under that number that's attached to your name. So you wait a little bit, about a week or so, you keep applying, and then sooner or later, somebody will offer you a little bit of credit once it's attached to your name. You can go to Capital One, and they'll give you like a $300 credit card, or other little spots like that. They'll offer you something.
Okay. What all can you purchase with a CPN? What all can you use it for?
I mean, I done seen people. Mostly they get in apartments and cars. Most people they go after the big shit, but it's people that use it for little shit too. You want to get you a credit card. You want to get you a credit card. You can use a CPN. I knew somebody that used to just make up CPNs all day under their name. They'll make up 100 of them and use different addresses and get $300 Capital One credit cards, you know, all day under their name. Just send them with different addresses, different phone numbers, and it was like a lick to them. It was a scam. All right, so I mean, I'm gonna talk about some bad experience. What had happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, I used to be the nigga everybody who would call for CPNs. You need CPNs. I knew the game. I knew how to make them. And my boy had taught me how to make them. He had got me a Range Rover back in the day with one. So I thought, he like, yeah, just go up to the car lot. It's already ready for you. Go pick it up. I went up there. I ain't have to show him. I mean, all I had to do was show him my ID and sign for the paperwork, and I left for the brand new Range Rover. So I was like, oh yeah, this the shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I learned how to do it, I was like, shit, I'm about to show, I'm about to start selling game. I'm about to get everybody in the Range Rover. You got 1,000, you got 1,500, you got 500, whatever you got. And we try to put you on the car. You know what I'm saying? So, I started doing it for people, everybody who wanted to buy it, they give me their bread, I create their CPNs, put them in the car. So, at the same time, my baby mama, she's seeing me.
Allegedly.
She's seeing me.
Allegedly.
And
Allegedly. Your friend's baby mama.
let me tell you, man,
Let's go.
my baby mama, she's seeing she's seeing me do this shit for everybody, right? She like, you doing this, you doing, and I'd already got an apartment with the CPN too. I had my own apartment under my real shit, but I had got another one on the side just cause I don't know what the fuck I needed it for. I just got the apartment. My baby mama, she seen me do all this CPN shit for everybody. She's like, I need a car. Why don't you do this CPN shit for me? I kept telling her, after a while, I did already seen it starting to get hot now. I'm telling her like, nah, it ain't a good idea. Just leave it alone. Like, weeks going by, she keep bugging me every day. Hey, I need a car. Do a CPN. I want to do it. I need a car. Give me a CPN. I want to do it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You don't want that bad, man. Fuck it, Ron. We gonna get you a car. So we got her a car. We went to Kia. Got a brand new Kia. She drove off in that motherfucker, and it was all good. Probably till about, I say about 3 weeks later, they start calling her like, "Yeah, we need you to bring the car back." I'm telling her, look, this ain't a good look. You probably need to go ahead and just take that car back. She like, we put 3,000 down on this. We put money down on this. I ain't taking this back. We about to keep this. I'm like, look, they tripping. We'll figure out a way to get another car. Fuck that money. We'll figure it out. She like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep it. So she keep it. And one day she go to school and she just had to hop out or do something real quick where she left the car in a zone where she shouldn't be parking at.
Yeah.
So So I guess whoever security, whoever they spot the car, and they call the tow yard. They call the tow people to come tow the car. I don't know if a police came by and they towed it, or I don't know if the tow yard came and towed it. But anyway, they towed the car.
That motherfucker
So
drunk.
she calling around. She figure out where the car at, and she go up there. She didn't even tell me. First, she called me and told me the car got towed. I tell her, look, fuck the car. It's over with. If it got towed, fuck it. It's over with. Just leave it alone. She just like she don't really say much, but she like, man, whatever. So she hang up the phone. She ended up calling my mom and telling her, yeah, my car got towed. I need some money so I could get it out the tow yard. So my mom gave her the money. So I would have told my mom like, look, don't give her nothing. Like, leave it alone. But my
Mm.
mom, she naive. She don't know. She just think it got told, so she give her the money. So my baby mama go up to the tow yard and try to go, retrieve her car, give them the ID and shit. They like, okay, hold on one second. We about to do the paperwork. We about to get it. All of a sudden, nigga, the police is there.
Yeah.
Police come in and arrest her ass, nigga, immediately. Like, nigga, this car been reported stolen, blah, blah, blah. So she in jail, you know what I'm saying? And the police is questioning her because, they like, how'd you get this CPN? They doing the research. They know. See, when I got her the car, I had made up I used one of my businesses out in LA, and I put my real name on the thing, like it's me, and I'm her boss. So the CPNs was attached to it. It was also I also had an apartment that was in that same name. It's in Kyle Jones. So the police go up there. I mean, the police. Kia is conversating with the police. They telling them this is the name, this is everything on the paperwork, blah blah blah. Uh, the the police end up going to the apartment, and they end up going to the managers at the apartment, and they ask them like, who apartment is this name under? What's this address is the same address that's attached to this car. They like Kyle Jones. So now they connecting shit. They like, oh, Kyle Jones' name is on this apartment, and Kyle Jones is the boss, at her job. So they asking her, who is that nigga? Like, in jail. They like, who is that? Who was that? Who was that? And she ended up saying, oh, whatever it is, it's just a dude I met. It's just a dude I know, or whatever it is the case is. But the police end up holding her in jail for a few days, and she ended up bailing out. So she ended up going to court after the jail shit. She go to court, and they just gonna give her a little minor fraction. They ain't gonna give her, a full grand theft auto. She kind of tell them like, yeah. She kind of just told them what it was. Like, I didn't really know much about this. I was just trying to get a car, blah blah blah. So they went light on her, gave her a slap on the wrist. But at that same time, I started realizing, oh, this shit is really, really fucked up. It already was fucked up, but now, my baby mama done went to jail for this shit. So niggas really gotta leave it alone. Like, what I'm saying? This shit. So, after that, I ended up losing my Range Rover. And shit, I let that game alone. I never fucked with it again. I saw how dangerous it was then, but and then I knew a couple of homies and friends, and they all end up going to jail for the same thing. One of my other partners, he ended up getting a BMW, same situation, but with his situation, they arrested him. They made him pay all of the money back. Like, either you gonna pay the money back for the car, whatever the car is worth, or you gonna go to jail. So they made him, even though he had to get a car back or whatever it was, they still made him pay the whole price of the car. And they made him a deal like come in and pay, you know, 500 a week or whatever it was until you pay the car off. If you get behind or you miss a payment, any of that, you're gonna go to jail. So they let them off smoothly too. You know, but shit is dangerous. If you look on the internet, you see people trying to sell CPN, trying to get you know, $500 or $1,000 here. Yeah, it's gonna work. It might work for a little minute, but at the end of the day, it's risky as fuck, you know. So if you don't want to end up in jail, I would suggest not fucking around with it at all. The best thing to do is just fix your credit and go ahead and, you know, and do shit the right way. So it's some simple ways to fix your credit. You know, you send letters to the credit bureaus about certain shit and they'll take shit off your credit. But that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, man. Like they say, man, if you don't know how to even start the process of taking stuff off your credit, man, go to Chat GPT, bro. Put
For
it in.
real.
Like they say, man, to give you the formats, all you got to do is copy and paste. And everybody know how to copy and paste.
Uh-huh. And it's gonna take a little bit of time, you know, it might take 3 months, 6 months, but hey, it's way better than getting caught up for some shit. And what we gotta do as people, especially black people, because we don't know is we gotta keep our credit right. That shit is so important. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like it's so many situations where we gonna need good credit. We gotta make sure that we can be able to get a house. We gotta make sure we can be able to get a car. So always keep your credit right. Keep it tight. If you're gonna get credit cards, make sure you pay the bills. If you're gonna go get phones or whatever you're gonna go get, make sure you pay the bills on them motherfuckers because you're gonna need that credit. It means so much. You know what I'm saying? You need to borrow some money, it's gonna be based off your credit. So keep your credit right. Do not mess that up. Do
Yeah,
not.
man, and stop putting shit in your kid's name, man. You killing them from the beginning, bro. Like they all on the third, bro, and they ain't gonna know nothing about it, bro. They in the third, fourth grade. You got shit in their name already, bro. That ain't
I
what's up.
mean, yeah, that's basically, you know, I watched this dude, Matt Cox, and he kind of like was the master of the CPN game before anybody was really doing it. And how he learned how to do it was he was doing mortgages and shit for people. And a lady came in one time, and she ended up getting a house, but he noticed the discrepancy in her paperwork that her social was different than the social that was on the paperwork. So he was like, "How you do this?" And she was like, "Oh, I just used my daughter's social, but it's my name." And you know, he wanted to make the deal so bad, he was like, "Fuck it." He just slid it through, and it worked. But once he saw that it worked, he was like, "Ah, I'm about to go big with this." You know what I'm saying? He went so big with it, he started going to he started going to he started getting finding like homeless people. He would make a fake questionnaire from the Salvation Army, and he would go down there and be like, "You want to, you know, we're trying to open up the Salvation Army in this area. Can you fill out this paperwork?" And they'd be like, "Hell no!" And you'd be like, "I'll give you $20." They're like, "All right, fuck it, I'll
Yeah,
do it." So you know, for $20, they about to give up everything: their name, social, address, everything. They writing it down. You know, he'll make. You know, he eventually he'll use their names to go ahead and get, you know, houses and shit. But you know, he was one of the first ones to figure out about the CPNs, and you know, and that's how he started it. He started getting houses under. First, he was getting it under the, you know, the homeless people shit, but then he had doubled back and used the same IDs, generate another social security number, and go get another house somewhere. Somewhere to one point, he had end up on. He'd buy basically a whole neighborhood, and he'd make the value of this whole neighborhood go up because he'd buy all of the houses, and he would fraudulently make you know, the value go up. They'd come up and do an inspection or an evaluation, whatever you call it, appraisal. He
right.
would do an appraisal of the home, and he had you know, do the paperwork or he cool with the appraiser, and the appraiser make this house worth, 100 or 200 more thousand than what it's really worth. So you do that with three or four houses in the neighborhood, it
Yeah.
make the whole neighborhood go up in value. So he'll do that, and he ended up spending like 12 years in jail. His name is Matthew Cox. He got a YouTube channel, so it's really dope. I like to watch it. Anybody, watch it if you like this kind of shit. Check it out.
And I
Super
watch that
dope.
mug. I be watching it every day. You got different
Yeah,
people on there talking about they scams and how they went fed or what they
exactly.
actually did to do it. He break it down so you can understand it, not just like ask him the question. He's like, wait, wait, wait. Well, tell us
Yeah,
how that actually happened so you can
yeah.
explain to the people how did you get
Uh-huh.
in this type of trouble or how did you end up getting caught? Because sometimes, you never know how to get caught because they be trying to, sometimes when they tell a story, they go too fast.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
he'll
yep,
like
yeah.
rewind it back. And
Uh-huh.
then he'll get everything, basically everything you need to hear so you can know not to do it. And,
Yeah, yeah. Why you should
basically he
stay away from it.
away from it.
Mm.
There you go.
Basically, he did a long time in prison. He was actually one of the America's Most Wanted for what he was doing for getting them houses and shit. So you know, he really be trying to make sure he really be trying to look out and make sure people stay away from this type of shit.
He was on some Robin Hood type shit.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
What's up with like Amio and the Hellcat? I see he got caught up in some shit like that. Like what were they saying he was doing?
he was doing man, he was crazy with it. He was doing he would basically what he was doing was he was doing streaming fraud. Like, so what he would do is, let's say you get a cable box and you got HBO, right? You got HBO on your cable. Instead of playing it through the TV, he'll play it through the computer and then he'll stream that live. You know what I'm saying? So he had a whole list of channels, like basically HBO, everything that was on the internet, and then he would sell that package, like get all the channels, get everything instead of paying the cable bill. You just buy my package and pay me $5 a month and get everything, HBO, Cinemax, everything you want. But they ended up, figuring out that he was doing it and they arrested him. It took a minute, but they found out what was going on. And he wasn't really too quiet about it. He wasn't thinking about it. He wasn't thinking he was gonna get fed time like that. But yeah, they
How
set
much
him up.
time he? How much time he get?
Shit, let me see.
Oh, I think about 3, 4, maybe 5 years.
Right.
Cause he was huge on YouTube, man. Amio and the
He was
Hellcat,
doing
man.
Yeah,
he was
he was
doing the
getting bread.
fire stick thing.
Car
With the,
He was
car content.
5.5 years. Yep. And yeah, he was basically doing the fire stick thing. So charges convicted of leading a scheme that stole cable signals from major providers and sold them to subscribers. He had a whole bunch of cars. They auctioned them off. He lost a lot of shit. He knew what he was doing, but he didn't think it was gonna be that bad. But shit, he got 5 years for that. So,
he should have got
wow.
out when he realized he was making enough money. That's what he should have did. And then
Uh-huh.
had to
Well,
go
when
to
you
a bank.
black and you do some shit, the consequences are a little different.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. He could have got a lighter sentence.
Yeah,
He definitely
Right.
could.
they
Think
auctioned off
about it.
all his cars.
But
He had a
But to
dope
think
car for
about
that.
it, this nigga went to jail for stealing cable.
Stealing cable.
Hey, niggas get rich off of all kind of shit, bro.
Come on,
Man,
Nigga got rich off cable.
yeah, he
stealing,
got dumb rich. You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Stupid.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Thirty
think
thirty
about
million dollars in assets got
that.
seized by the feds.
Dog, think about that shit, bro. Think about them people, man, that they used to be in the hood where they used to come by and cut your cable and shit on.
oh yeah,
that work
But
for
I
the
mean, think
cable.
about how many people used to have them black boxes, them cable boxes where you get free cable on that thing.
Yeah, like that. That's crazy. Times done changed, bro. Like,
So nobody was gonna get arrested for that shit.
yeah, like they just cut it off, and if anything, they knock on your door and tell you to get a box up so they can just get rid of the box. But man,
Right.
ain't nobody tripping like that, man. Like that's
Man, it's
crazy.
crazy how y'all said that. We had free cable for 6 years.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Man,
Nigga
you
said we
couldn't
had
say
free
nothing.
cable for 6 years.
But
6 years.
That's wild. And to think, man, this man did 5.5 years in the feds over some cable, bro.
yeah, like
$5 a month, man. He was killing it.
the
But
victim
then that's
ain't
why I said
ain't
he was
nobody
kind
really
of
getting hurt, but it's crazy.
Yeah, like
It's
he
his
who,
money, but
who
ain't
got
nobody
hurt from it, bro?
But I guess the people that's producing these TV shows and the people that's spending money HBO and they losing money, so that's why they was so mad about it.
Man, I get it, but fuck all that, bro. Damn near 6 years over some fucking cable. Come on,
man, he should have stopped once he made like 3 million and then start investing this money. You already had it really though. Like once you get
Mhm.
it, it's about attaining it. That's when you do financial classes. You got a financial advisor. You start setting up things that put you in play forever. You ain't even got to do it no more. That's why you take something little and make it big instead of riding that wave. Let's switch this wave and ride this other one so I can actually benefit more and it's all clean. It's all clean, bro.
Once you start seeing that type of money, man, it's kind of hard to just shut it off. Like that's the thing. You done made 5 million doing one thing, and the gate's still open, the lane's still open. It's hard to just be like, all right, I'm about to stop doing this right now. Now you start thinking, no, I'm gonna stop when I get 10 million. Then you be like,
nah.
oh, I got 10, I'm gonna stop when I get 15. You just
What
keep
they
pushing
say,
yourself.
what they say in the movies, man. We just gonna do this shit one more time, dog. And then once you hit that lick and that shit start running low, man, look at we just gotta hit that bitch one more time, dog. Like, man, and
Yeah,
I know,
it's
dog,
the
your
last
girl.
time though.
Yeah, this the last
Hey,
one, dog.
and
My
that
girl,
Last
last
one.
time, that's
she
the
said I
time they
can't
get.
do this
That
That's
no
the
was
more.
time they
even
get
Man.
caught.
Gotta do clean. And then that
that
boy
was
hit you
that was
2 weeks later, bro. I got
That's
another
dead
thing.
presidents.
Yeah.
that's a paid in full. He was
Yeah.
like, "We gonna do this one more time, bitch."
One more time, dog. Your
All right,
girl.
let's get into this. Sacramento man charged with multi-million-dollar bank fraud and pandemic loan scheme. Let's talk about that pandemic money, man. Let's talk
What?
about them loans, them PPPs, and just let's get into it. And how CPNs came into play with that.
I seen California. They just I think it's a list of like I want to say 600,000 people that they said they think they use fraud to get pandemic loans, either the PPP or the EDIL loan, whatever it was. It was something like that, EDIL loan. But yeah, they still coming after people, and this is recent. People don't even know that. This is recent. They got a list of
Six hundred thousand people.
six hundred
Right.
thousand people in California. They think did fraud to get fraudulent pandemic money, and they gonna try to come after them, which is crazy. You know,
Man.
but you got to think it's like they don't even give a fuck about COVID no more. Ain't nobody talk about being sick from COVID and all this. How this shit just die off? Like, come on. You remember how many people was dying from COVID? Like people,
They
Supposedly,
wanted people to take that jab. They wanted people to
supposedly.
take the jab, bro.
Come on,
And they got a lot of dummies to do it, man. If you took that jab, we're gonna figure out why they wanted you to do it in the long run.
man. Who took a COVID shot?
Shit, I got one. I ain't
I
gonna lie
got
to
the
you.
first
Not
one too.
I.
I got one. I
But
got
the
one. And
crazy
the crazy
thing,
part is, look,
I had
I
got
got
mine
one.
when I was locked up. I didn't get it out nowhere.
Yeah, see, yeah. I got one. I got one just to go to the Clipper game. That was the only reason why.
Damn, man.
That,
Damn. Fucking Clippers, bro.
Man,
damn
they
right.
had the fake COVID shot paperworks. They was selling them
Oh
things.
yeah. See, I needed that because that's the only reason why I got one, bro. I
Yeah,
had to
Yeah, I
get
man.
one
didn't do
to
it.
game. You had to have the paperwork.
But you know,
Yeah.
No
with a lot
jab
of the
for me.
COVID, with a lot of COVID money and everything that was transpiring, a lot of them people didn't even do nothing with that money. Like
Nah.
you
Nah,
didn't
they
do
was
nothing.
eating fucking king crab legs and lamb chops and shit. Like,
Man, my boy,
like think about it, bro. People about to go to jail, dog, over wanting to be fancy and eat
I seen
bougie, dog. Like,
I seen a nigga that was broke, nigga, his whole life, nigga. All of a sudden, this nigga got a Ferrari, nigga. I mean, a
that's
Lambo truck.
crazy.
Like he got a Lambo truck.
Off
This
the
nigga running
PPP
game
money.
off of unemployment money. You know,
Yeah, see, he know it
he
was
went
two
around
ways
That
telling
around it.
unemployment money,
everybody,
boy.
everybody who he knew, everybody. Oh yeah, I'm about to sign you up. I'm about to sign you up. I'm about to sign you up. Nigga, they don't know the game. He like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some money. He ended up saying, fuck them, nigga, and just keeping their cars, nigga, and taking all the money for himself, nigga. Fuck them, like,
Yeah,
man.
that's
That's crazy.
hey,
All right, we gotta
you heard about
go
them
ahead, D
people that
class.
you heard about them people that's getting caught on these cruise lines with this fraud, bro. Like
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people wilding, man. Like stop going on these cruises if you can't afford them, bro. Like
man.
they out here tripping.
I mean, you can get a cruise for the low low. It's just they want to do some
They in the
extravagant
casino though.
shit.
Like these
They
cats
want
in
to.
the casino spending
Oh
hundreds of
yeah, yeah,
thousands.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So how that go is if you so let's say you book your cruise with a fraudulent credit card, right? Or a credit card that's not yours. What you could do is go to the casinos on the cruise and tell them, yeah, I need to get $5,000 in tips, and they just gonna charge it to your card. They gonna give you the tips, and they just charge it to your card. So
Right.
you act like you playing, you put your chips up, you do it a couple times. So when it's time to get off the boat, turn in all your chips, and they give you cash, or they give you a check, and you go cash that check. You know,
That's the game. If you could get away with it. Um
they
we
was getting away with it for a minute, but now they already hip to it. They like, man, we ain't putting all this shit on the road. We know what's going on now.
so here goes some big news. DC Cellular owner sentenced to 30 years in prison for $1 billion Ponzi scheme. The biggest criminal fraud scheme in history of the Eastern District of California, Sacramento, California, and owner of DC Cellular, a company based that was sentenced for today in $1 billion Ponzi scheme, the biggest criminal fraud scheme in human history of the East District of California, acting on a U.S. attorney, Philip. I don't care about you. Let me tell y'all what this nigga did. U.S. District Judge John blah 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 sentenced Jeff Carproof. Let me look him up, man. We got to look up Jeff Carproof. But this nigga's a fucking 30 mil, bro.
Yeah, so what a Ponzi scheme is basically you using other people's money to pay other people back. So you got a whole bunch of people that's investing in something, and while they all giving you money and you promising them returns on that money, you using the new money that's coming in to pay the people back. So just so they don't be complaining and shit, and you do it big enough. So I explain a lot of this in my book. It's called the 40
This
Laws
is
of Fraud,
crazy.
and we're gonna put the link in the description so you can listen to it if you want to. But it really break down. His name is Charles Ponzi, and he was the first one to do it. He was using
Charles Ponzi.
yep. He was
And
selling fake U.S. postal notes, and people was
30
thinking that
billion.
you invest in these postal notes, and in 5 years or in a couple of years, if you buy $500 worth, it might be worth you know 10,000 in a couple of years. So he got everybody investing, and then some people they ready to pull out. They like, nah, I need my money now. Shit ain't working out for me, so he using new money, other people's new investments to pay them back.
I
hey,
think this is kind of what this dude did.
hey, and
And he
for the
has,
hold on. For the people in the hood, when they had them random pyramid schemes, man, when they tell your parents and them, man, hey, give me $25 and then bring 5, 10 people in and
Yeah,
do all of that, and they pay the same thing. That's
yeah,
what that is, man. It's just
yeah,
on a lower scale, man.
yeah, yeah. And they
Lower
almost
scale
got
Ponzi
they
scheme.
almost got my folks with that. I mean, I ain't even gonna say almost. They did. They got my folks with that, and they try to get me to come in. And I told my stepdad, I'm like, look, man, this is a scheme, man. Y'all need to stay far away from this. But they thought it was real, but it was
Yeah,
just a pyramid scheme. And you got to pay. It was all about getting other people to sign on up under you.
yeah.
Everybody who signed on up under you, even when they sign people on or they sign people on up under them, you make some money off of it. So that's all people cared about was, you know, signing people up. But the whole deal of it was you were supposed to be able to get a subscription or something to a phone. You get discounts. So if you sign up for this program, you get discounts at the phone service and other little places. But that the discounts wasn't shit. It was just a bunch of bullshit.
Uh,
And don't be no fool.
Yeah, that's
Don't be
crazy.
no fool.
Nah,
Yeah,
don't be.
man. I tell anybody, man, do your research, bro, on whatever it is you got going on, man. Whether you see one of these random ads when you scrolling through whatever your social media is, man. You know,
Don't trust none of it. Don't
yeah,
even give me your phone number
See,
or
like,
email, nothing.
I know
yeah,
you
see, I
remember
had,
the.
I had mugs. They try to do a little scam, but at first the scamming, people didn't know about scamming at first. Like, scam just hit, like, and then everybody started doing it. But first, people was doing something like where they was taking dead people and opening up
mm,
names and different things on their name, and then I'm like. Then they come to the people that's alive, and now they trying to get your information so they can do the same thing. Like brother was saying to my right, I mean to my left, and they use that money to liquidate it and get it out of like they either take they royals or take the money that was supposed to go to their kids or whatever money
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had, they take it from them,
yeah, yeah. I
and
know
then
y'all
it
remember
So
worked.
according to
that green dot scam back in the day where they had said we could turn your $50 into 500. You know what I'm saying? And
oh
they got
yeah,
they
that
got
was some bullshit.
they still got people that do that,
Dumbass.
bro. I get that all day long in my DMs, bro. Man, give me
That's
$25, bro. I'm
crazy.
gonna send you 20. Man, come on, dog.
that
I'll
shit
be
was
like,
going.
hold on, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get it to you. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Never hit them
You know
back.
how many people call
I
me
play
like,
with
"Hey,
them every
bro, is this
time.
real? Bro, is this real?" They said they can. They say his sister work at Green Dot. She can turn 50 into 500. I'm like, bro, if you believe that, you stupid, dog.
For real.
Go ahead,
So
bro.
according to court documents between 2011 and 2018, DC Cellular manufactured mobile cellular generated units, which were cellular generators that were mounted to trailers and were promoted as providing emergency power for cell phone towers, the lighting, and sporting events. A significant incentive of investigators were generous the federal tax credit due to the cellular nature of the MGS. The co-conspirators carried out the recording, lease revenue, fraud using Ponzi like cellular payments, card proof, and others lied to investors about marketing demand for DC Cellular and MGS. And its revenue from leasing the third parties then covered up these lies and techniques, including the false financial statements and fake lease contracts that the fraud concealed in a curricular payment of structure investigating money to pay order investigators to the supposed lease revenue of investigators that's expecting as DC Cellular lost vast sums of money with the fraudulent model that Carproof and other conspirators stopped building with MGS altogether, selling thousands of MGSs that didn't even exist to investors to carry. So they were selling like fake cellular units. They'll sell them to big companies. We gonna come put mount all these cellular units on your shit, and I guess never go do it. I don't know. What did y'all get from that? What did they do? Because I'm a little
I
lost.
mean,
That's basically what
it
they did.
seemed like the units wasn't doing shit. They wasn't, they really wasn't doing nothing, but they just kept selling it like, like it was. So people were thinking they investing in this company that generate power, and then they'll put their money in, and then eventually they want their money, they want their money out. So they grab the money from the new money coming in to pay them back, and just keep that going as long as they can until it all crash on itself.
Yeah,
That's
because
crazy.
most people don't know, man. Like a lot of these new houses and stuff that's being built to have these solar panels and stuff on them. Like that, you still got to tap in with a whole nother company. That like it's not like that shit just magically you start getting refunds because you got these panels on top of your roof, man. Like
They scheming.
yeah, like you got to tap in and make sure that you know what's going on, man. Because I mean, you do get some kind of kickback from it. So, I mean, yeah, definitely check it out, do your research. But, I mean, it is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy thing is, with this CPN fraud and all these fraudulent things, they got software now that detect all of that. So the thing is, you can get into the game and you might think it's working for a second, but later on down the line, 3 months, 6 months on down the line, they might be coming. They might realize that this is CPN and this is fraud, it's fake, and they gonna try to arrest you. It's been some influencers and other people who I didn't see get arrested. And call them down to the office. Yeah, we need to talk to you. They go down there and they like, nah, you got your apartment fraudulently or you got your car fraudulently, and they thinking this is game, and they arresting them.
Damn.
Man, be trying to take the easy way out, man. That's a lot of people do. They try to take the easy way out. Like a lot of our old school
Facts.
people try to work hard for everything they got, and that's why you
Mhm.
get it because you deserve it. When you get it
Right.
too fast, you end up losing it because
Man,
it wasn't deserving for you to have it anyways.
Right.
exactly.
So if you take the mindset and actually work on what you want to make
Mm,
work for you,
right. You know what I'm
you
saying?
might
That's
have
why,
a
that's why I get up and go to work every day. Every day I work for everything that I got right now.
Hmm.
And anything that I want to get, my credit is right. If I want to get a loan or I need some money, I can apply and get a loan. I get a real loan. I don't got to worry about trying to take money and do all of this, fraudulent shit. So, you know,
Facts.
we just gotta focus because it's really, it's really just game. It's just game.
definitely, definitely.
You know,
Yeah, man. And, there's people out here, man, that's definitely out here to try to take what's yours, man. Anybody looking for a quick dollar, whether it's the people on the side of the road, like man, you got to be skeptical of everybody in this day and age, man, because nobody is ashamed, man, to ask you for your money.
hmm
That used to be frowned upon. You would go around even asking your parents. You would be like, if you know you got it, you like, you know they got it, but you like, man, I could not
Yeah,
go
like
ask my mom.
think
I
about it,
could
man.
not
Like
go ask.
we're in a day and age now, man, where people ask you for money just to be asking you for money, bro. Like you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
They'd
Yeah.
be up all the way and be
Yeah,
like,
like
man, I
it's just
need
a
ten
Just to
normal.
dollars
see if
right
you gonna
now.
give it to
Yeah,
them.
like it's just a normal conversation at this point.
Man, that shit, that's funny.
You just spent $200 in the store. You asked me is
Mhm.
$10. Damn.
Man,
That's crazy.
I ain't got it right now, so I'm just trying to see if you got it. I give it back to you. But once you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good for it.
Uh-huh. You
So
black people. We gotta learn a little bit to look out for our people. We can't be too
yeah.
selfish. We gotta trust some people. That's a part of
Yeah,
it. A
definitely.
lot of people is legitimate. They got real shit going on, and sometimes we treat our kids like that, and that's what make them end up going to jail and being fucked up because they like, I gotta get it no matter what. Fuck it, I gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, and really, they was really business minded, and somebody could have helped them. Their parents could have helped them. A lot of white people, they gonna help their kids if they come with good ideas. They gonna listen to them. They gonna see if it makes sense, and if it do, they might support it. So we all gotta maneuver like that. That
General
way,
wealth.
our
General
kids don't
wealth.
they don't be out here doing anything to try to get a dollar.
That's why
Facts.
we gotta start with like financing and showing them how to save money and showing them how to create this and keep your money and uh just good habits when it comes to money. Really, for real. Like taking your time with every dollar you got.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
So
just
how
like
do you create a legit CPN?
I mean, you can't create a legit CPN. Can't,
it's
nobody can
given to you
create
by
it.
the government.
Like I said, it's only issued by the government. It's only issued to high class people who need it for certain situations.
So when they got the credit, since you said that, do they have like unlimited things they can get, or they credit so high they can just purchase
I mean,
exotic
once you get this
luxury?
CPN, you can build it up. So it's it usually works for the person who got horrible credit and they need to get something right now. They like, I need to fix my credit. So you get this CPN and you attach other, let's say somebody got a credit card, they call this piggybacking. They can attach you and your CPN onto this credit card, and now your CPN credit gonna show, it's gonna boost up because it's gonna look like you got credit, you know. So it's called an authorized user. All you gotta do is add somebody as an authorized user on your credit card. When you run their credit now, it's gonna show on their credit, almost like it's showing on theirs. But that's
Damn.
something that we can do for our kids though too. We get them real credit cards
Yeah, put them as a user.
and we add them as authorized users. And that way
Yeah,
we can help them build they credit up, they real credit.
Life
yeah.
credit too. Life credit too.
And two, when you use your credit card, this is some shit I learned in class one day. That when you use a credit card, you don't want to go past like 30%
Yeah,
of the thing. Like you never want to max your card out, bro. Like you never want to get that far on your card and
hmm,
start affecting your points differently once you get them to 30%.
right, right.
And is it best to fully pay the credit card off? Like say you spend
Yeah,
$200.
it's
Should you
bet. I
pay the
mean,
full 200 or should you pay 150 and then spend another 50 and then pay 30 and just keep it going
it's
like that?
cool
Is
to
is
go
that an
over 30.
easier way to build?
It's cool. It's cool to go over 30% if you're gonna pay it all back in that billing cycle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if you're gonna only pay, a small percentage of it back, then it's not worth it. But yeah, that's what the credit card companies want to see. They want to see you spending it and paying it back.
Reliable.
Hmm. Reliable.
What do you think is the best ways to build credit for a person that doesn't have credit at all?
I mean, right now they got a bunch of credit builder apps. So they got Chime Credit Builder. They got I think who else got Chime got one. It's a few of them credit wise. It's a few apps, and they charge you a couple dollars a month, $10 or something. But they put all these lines on your credit. It'll show that it'll look like you got a credit card, but really, they're not giving you no money. They just giving you this line of credit, and you just pay them $10 a month. And eventually they give you that money back. You can pay
Oh,
ten
that's
dollars
dope.
a month for 3 years, and then after 3 years, all that $10 a month, they'll give you all of that money back. Once you pay it in full. If you quit paying it, then they don't give you nothing back.
But shit, you done came up because you done cashed out.
Hmm.
Right.
So you do a
Well, I
couple
think
of
this is a
those.
wrap.
Yeah. So
Couple of
you do
those.
a couple
Go
of
ahead. Keep going.
those, and then you do authorized users, and all of a sudden your credit is up there. You can go get what you want now. You can go get loans, however you want to do it.
And now it is places that tell you too, though, man, to go and make sure you like an authorized user on somebody's shit if you're trying to build your credit. Like they say, that is probably the fastest way to rebuild it.
Hmm.
Besides paying off whatever it is that you owe, and then people saying don't even pay that off.
Hmm. I mean, you want to pay it off, so that way you look, reliable.
But no, what I'm saying is like just say it get to the point to where where you not paying, where it basically they done sold it to
Yeah.
somebody else, and now they calling you trying to get some money. All the scam likely's on your phone,
Hmm.
like them
The
people
scam
trying.
like, please.
Yeah, like they trying to get some money for some credit card or something you had back when you was 18. They saying don't even pay that because it's already wrote off.
Right. Yeah, it's too old. After 7 years,
Don't it go
you
to
wait.
the credit
You
debt
wait seven
debt
years. You wait
collectors?
7 years, and you can just get it taken off your credit.
Right.
That's what most people do.
Okay.
But 7 years
That's dope.
later, if you don't know, they're gonna still keep sending you letters and calling you.
Yup.
But all you gotta do is hit the credit bureaus up and ask them to take it off, or ask them to look into it, and they'll take them off your credit.
That's
All right,
what's
man. This is a wrap for Hustle Rehab episode 2, man. We're gonna drop some edits. Try to get the rest of the edits out for episode 1 before we start dropping episode 2. And
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
y'all got anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I just want people to check out my book. It's called The 40 Laws of Fraud. We're gonna put the link in the description. And it's going to explain a lot of these schemes and stuff that's going on, and a lot of real life scenarios where people get caught up in these situations. It ain't teaching you how to do nothing. It's just showing you how it works, and how to be safe from fraud, and not be victimized.
That's what's up. You got something to say, JD, before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Just check out my Instagram. I'm gonna start dropping some of my designs and what I do on the side, make clothes, and show y'all how I can really get stuff done. That's what I'm gonna put out there. Just check my Instagram, and then it's at DMD_money, and you can see check out my designs.
Cool,
And I'll
cool,
dropping like different clothes. I'm just getting a manufacturer right now, so once I get into it, I'm gonna just drop all type of clothes that I like.
cool, cool. That's
All
dope.
right, that's fire. D class.
Legitimate ways to make money.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
We gotta. Man, I'm gonna tap in with you. Don't be surprised if I'm definitely gonna hit your Instagram. But yeah, man, tap into Midnight Service, man. It's out on all platforms. It's by Gold Script. It's on whatever. I did see it on Instagram and the sounds and stuff like that too. So, in different platforms, go and make videos for it. If you make a video, tag me on any social media platform. I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna drop more music from the whole group probably within the next week or so. Other than that, man, that's it, bro. We just pushing good music, man. Good R&B music, man. We trying to take it back to the '90s, bro.
Yeah, that's what's
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
Back. Yes, sir.
All right, people, make sure to like and subscribe to the News You Can Use podcast. Make sure to check out Keylay Hustle. Make sure to check out D Class. I'm a brand podcast. Make sure to check out my boy J Money. Go check out his clothing line. And make sure to listen to Dogger World 12 to 3 every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We going crazy. We got a new show coming, new radio show coming, man. We gonna start shooting some behind the scenes of that too real soon, man. So tap in with your boy Big Surf God. We got a lot coming. 2026, man. It just started, man. We just begun. This is episode 2. Make sure to like and subscribe. We out.
Peace out. All right.
Please.